So there's a lot to do with bid strategies. Now, I've broken this down into beginners and advanced. Now, the previous version of the course just had advanced. I'm adding this module in because I actually think this is going to be really useful for the small businesses that are taking the course, small business owners, small enterprises. So the main takeaway is this, straight to the value. If you are not tracking conversions properly, and you're not confident that you're tracking them properly, then you should be on a clicks-based bid strategy. Notice for this search campaign, I have bidding set up here. What do you want to focus on? Clicks, impression share. I usually would just select that thing down the bottom that said select the bid strategy directly. And from here, you can choose clicks, conversions, conversion value, target impression share, manual CPC. What I'm saying is, if you do not have conversions set up, if you're not tracking conversions with the code, with the snippet, and it's all working correctly, you should really just be on maximize clicks and use this to set a cost per click bid limit. Let's say you set it to $5, you let that run for a few days or a week. It seems like you're really maxing out and the actual spend is every day hitting $5 per click. That means that it's a very competitive market. It's highly likely you could set that to $10. It'd keep going up. You could compete harder and harder. But let's say you're in a really niche little market where there's not much demand for that particular product. You set the bid to $5 and the cost per click is only $1.20. That means that even if you increase it to $10, it's not going to spend any more because there's just not enough demand. So by putting on maximize clicks and using this as a lever, you really are in control. And I do this all the time with my clients. Even some of the ones that have conversions tracking properly, if they're on a very small budget, I just put it on maximize clicks and use the maximum CPC bid limit to control what's going on. If though you're e-commerce or something like that, or you really are confident in the conversions you're tracking, feel free to go over to maximize conversions. In fact, it even says to use this bid strategy, set up conversion tracking, right? So maximize conversions, and then you can usually add a target cost per acquisition, and you can get to a little bit more complicated things, which you should cover in the more advanced video. But maximize clicks with a maximum CPC bid limit, I use all the time.